Okay. Explain to me, did Gaston do anything wrong?
I feel like Gaston is just like the dudes you see at the freeway rack, really.
I'm the worst at picking these. The way I did last week, I don't think anybody should ever listen to me ever again. I mean, what did I go? 1-3? That's about the type of luck I have when I go to Vegas, which I've never been. So tell me how bad that is.
I think you went 2-3 because we had 5.
I don't even count. No, I'm not even counting the Commanders. That game or the Giants, I'm not counting that one. No, I'm just saying on the straight, 1-3, 4 pick, since we have a 4-pack. I only went 1-3.
Man, I think that was the only one I missed. I think I was.
I'm gonna have to tell Katie that the mortgage is gone, the note's gone, everything's gone. I put everything on the line, and it didn't go well.
Stick to your day job. All right, Dirk. So NFL picks, we are back. But before we do that, remember back in the day when the University of Miami instituted the turnover chain? Well, here we are. It's Halloween time, and I got the pumpkin chain because I am last week's champion of Pick'em. We're going to run it back this week. Dirk, I got 5 games for you. I got 5. I put 5 on it. Let's run through it. Jacksonville and Pittsburgh. Go.
Oh my God. Okay, so first of all, we're going back to Shagsville or whatever you called them last time.
Jaguars, baby, yeah.
Jaguars. All right,
Yeah.
So we're going Jacksonville versus your, you can have many words for that team, I guess, the Pittsburgh Steelers. All right, so I'm going to take the unpopular pick here. I'm going to take the Steelers, and it's going to be a very close game in this one. But Kenny Pickett to Pickens lines up for an incredible double touchdown.
So you're going Pick'em, Pickett to I'm out of picks. Yeah.
Too many picks for Pickens and Pickett, and I'm picking the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Run that tongue twister back. All right, Dirk. Well, you kind of caught me off guard here. I actually, that I'm riding the Jaguars train right now. I love what's going on there. However, Halloween coming up, I've got to put on my Troy Polamalu hair, and we're going to go also with the Pittsburgh Steelers in this one. I just have a feeling that the steel curtain defense shows up here, and Jacksonville has been red hot. They could take a stranglehold on, the AFC South if they win this game. I just have a feeling that AFC North is really tough. Pittsburgh goes streaky every week, but I think they're going to win this one as well.
But really, Mike, here the real question is,
Yeah.
I know you're going full Lee Corso on us right now, but does the Pittsburgh Steelers defense score more than their offense in this one?
That's an excellent question. I think the Steelers defense forces 3 turnovers. Let's go with that. But I have a feeling it's going to be low scoring. I've got Pittsburgh like 17-14, something like that. Let's go to the next one. And on paper, in the preseason, this could have been your toilet bowl of the year. Instead, it is a showdown of some college star quarterbacks. We've got Houston and Carolina. What do you like, Dirk?
Okay, first of all, that is still kind of a toilet bowl matchup. Let's be completely honest about that. You have your 0-6 Carolina. I say they're going for their perfect season. I am going to take C.J. Stroud and the Houston Texans in this one. Unfortunately, what I will say, though, is that I think Stroud has his first interception in this one as well.
Yeah, I think that's a good call, Dirk. And I hate to agree with you because, that's not in my nature. But we're going to have to go 2 for 2 on this one. I'm also riding Houston. It's tempting to take Carolina to finally get a win here. But the Texans hanging around in the South. C.J. Stroud is playing well. I have a feeling this game is going to be a little bit of a struggle and it's going to get tight. But let's go with the Texans. Moving on. This is a big game for this week. But it's not quite as high profile of a matchup as you would think. The Bengals and the 49ers, and the 49ers coming off a world-class stink fest against your favorite guy, Kirk Cousins, who just lit it up.
All right, so in this one, I'm just going to say Brock Purdy's already been deemed out for Sunday. Now, if that holds true and he's not able to go, I just see the 49ers continuing their stink fest, as you refer to do, and losing this one. I'm going to take Cincinnati in this. Joe Burrow has a rebound game. He's been as bad as it's been, but with the coming off the bye week, a little extra rest, hopefully he's a little bit more mobile. As long as they don't send the house every single time, I think Burrow pulls this one out, and you're going to see the 49ers fall to 3 straight losses.
Yeah, as someone who needed just a minimum amount of combined points from the 49ers defense and Brock Purdy last week, I'm still bitter about this. And I'm going to have to take Cincy in this one as well, Dirk. I just think there's too much uncertainty at the quarterback position in SF right now with Purdy's health. Of course, it makes sense if he was in the concussion protocol, those interceptions maybe had a different sort of cause. But I don't know. Is SF in quarterback controversy land yet? I'm not sure if we're ready to go there yet, but you're just taking the words out of my mouth, buddy. But let's see if we go 4 for 4 on this one with your week's flush noise. Toilet bowl of the week, the Chicago Bears and the LA Chargers in prime time. What do you like, Dirk?
God, that's going to be a tough one to pick out here. You know what? I got to go with the Chargers on this. Just based off of that, the skill in those positions, that team is bound to win at some point, right? The Chargers really shouldn't be as bad as they are. Staley is definitely in the hot seat, right? But the Bears organization is as bad as it's ever been. We now have, a D2 quarterback that's starting? I understand that they're coming off some pretty good performances, I guess, for the Bears organization, taking it as you will. But, you got to go with the Chargers in this one. Mike, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you here, Derek, but for different reasons. It's not so much the suckage of the Bears. It's that eventually Justin Herbert has to have a good game, right? I think he's due. I think the Chargers are due. This team is vastly underperformed all season. And I think Khalil Mack could come back and haunt his old team as well in this one. But all in all, I think you got to go with the Chargers and Herbert getting back on track. Let's go Chargers by 10. So, we've reached the grand conclusion, Dirk. And as you'll notice, we've left one game for the very end because it's the game to top all games. Do you know what game I'm talking about?
I'm guessing it's going to be Broncos-Chiefs.
Your guess might be correct, Dirk. It might be Broncos-Chiefs. And just for you, in honor of the Taylor Swift Bowl, I'm here with a little song and dance for the Broncos-Chiefs. I have this thing where I hate the Kansas City Chiefs. They can all go and kick rocks. I'll be here all night. Okay, Dirk, so Broncos-Chiefs. This one for all of the marbles, if you're a Broncos fan, because they've lost 16 times in a row.
That is an insane stat. To own a certain team, it doesn't matter in what league you're in. It doesn't matter what sport you're in, but to have that many wins consecutively over a single team is pretty impressive. I'll tell you, I think we've been a little bit premature on, calling the zombie Broncos, truly dead. It seems as though they are rising from the grave and still in this, not because of their own merits, but because of the just stink in the field. You have the Bills and the Chargers and the, AFC North really just kind of hobbling along. The Broncos really have a lot to play for, despite giving up 70 points. They're over 200 points against at this point. You'd think the season would be over, but it's not. I think the Broncos actually have a pretty good chance in this one. I am going to take the, risky pick here, and I'm going to say the Broncos pull this one out, and it's going to be a very close one, no more than 3.
Oh, my. So you're telling me, Dirk, that the Broncos are going to win against the Kansas City Chiefs. Dirk is in Washington, D.C., by the way, right now. So I'm going to make a D.C. reference. They're going to win against the Kansas City Chiefs for the first time since Barack Obama had a year and 4 months left in office. We're saying that. Well, my friend, I'm here to tell you it's going to happen. The spirit of Super Bowl 32 is going to carry the Broncos this week. Denver ends the streak for the primary reason that all of these top front-runner teams in the NFL have had a bad, really weird loss in recent weeks, with the exception of the Chiefs. And I think you're correct, Dirk. This is Denver's Super Bowl. It doesn't mean that the Broncos are getting back into the playoff hunt. It means that they're getting back to 3-5. But Kansas City is very due to lose one. The Broncos have kept the last 6 losses to the Chiefs very close. Finally, they get it done, and things get kind of interesting.